Hello students, so once again welcome on another lecture on engineering graphics. This time the topic will be the development of the surfaces of the solids. Already in the introductory lecture I have discussed with you about the development of surfaces of solids, and today I have taken a problem of a cube. Already we discussed that we know that what is cube. Cube will be a solid which is having 6 faces and all the 6 faces are squares. As we earlier explained that in the development what we will suppose that this solid will be wrapped by a thin sheet of paper and we are going to cut this solid from one of its edge and open that paper. So if I open that paper, then it will be open 1 square, second, third and 4 squares in a row and 1 square upside, 1 square downside. So the development of the surface of this cube will be 6 squares. Already if you see in this problem, we have taken a problem of a cube and the cube will be resting like this. If you see in this problem, this is the top view of that particular cube and it will be kept like this, so that one of the edge of this cube will be 30° inclined to the VP. So the problem will be like this. There will be a cube which is resting on one of its face on the HP with one vertical face inclined 30° to the VP. So if I want to draw, then initially I have started with the top view and I have drawn this line AD that will be inclined 30° to the XY, and with the help of that I have completed the top view of the cube, and with the help of this we have drawn the front view, and this is the front view of the cube. Now I want to develop the surface of this cube. As already I have discussed with you, there are two methods for the development of a solid. One will be known as parallel line method, that is used for cube, prism and cuboid, and another method will be radial line method that can be used for pyramids and cones. So in this case we are going to use the parallel line method. As the name suggests, already I have talked with you that the basic concept of the development of the surfaces of the solids will be, in the development all the lengths must be true length. In development all the lengths must be so that is the main principle of the development of, if we want to develop any given surface, then this is the basic concept: keep all the lengths as true length. As you see in this figure, top view and front view, in this front view this 40 height will be always true. In parallel line method, you know that these solids like cube, prism and cuboid, when we kept them on the base on the HP, then in the front view the height we will get the height as true length. So I am just what I am going to do, I am going to use these two lines and parallelly going to extend these two lines. And after that, as you know that in the top view this base length will be true length, so I have picked this AB length from the top view and I am going to use that length for the development. So from picking AB length from here, in this figure we marked 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the 4 squares will be opened. Then one square I have opened above BC, so that is ABCD, and another square that is the lower base, that is EFGH. So this will be this figure will be the development of this cube, when the cube will be a complete solid kept like this. And as you again see, these I am using the capital letters. Capital AB means will be the length must be a true length. So this is 40, 40, 40, 40, so total 160 length and 40. So actually we got 6 squares of 40 mm side. Now suppose I extend this problem. This solid will be cut by a section plane. I am going to cut this solid by a section plane, and suppose the position of the section plane will be like this. The section plane will be perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP by 30° and passing through a point on the axis 10 mm from the top base. So from this top base already I have marked a point at 10 millimeter, and from this 10 millimeter point I am going to cut it by 30-degree angle, which will be like this, and I am going to darken the lower part of the solid. So the problem will be like this. I have to draw the development of this lower part of the solid, not the upper part. This part will be actually removed after the intersection. So I have cut this solid by 30-degree inclination to the HP and 10 millimeter below on the axis. So now if you look at the figure, we want to develop this solid. So what we will do initially, we will develop the complete solid, which I have already done. Now I am going to shift this part into the development. So the method will be again with the help of section of solid. If you know, remember that we will mark those points. So thus this edge will be cut by this section plane. So suppose I will name this 1 dash, this second point will be 2 dash, then on the base there another point that will be 3 dash. In the base there will be a line BC and second will be line CD. So other point will be 4 dash. Back on this line, that is the back side line, that is DH, so that is 5 dash. So if you see on this figure, this solid will be cut by 5 points. If I shift all these 5 points in the development and join in the same sequence, I will get the development of the given lower part of the solid. So now I am going to shift these points in the development. Again the method will be very simple. I am interested for the true length. As you see in this figure, this 1 dash from the bottom will be the true distance. So if I pick this 1 dash distance, this 1 dash will be on the line AE. So on the line AE, I will get 1 dash. AE will be twice there, so I will get the point 1 dash 2 times. So this is my point 1 dash. You can use arcs as I am doing, or you can just move parallel. With the help of drafter or roller scale, you can move parallel and you can get both those 1 dash points. Now for the second point, again 2 dash, that will be on the B dash F dash line, and in the development that will be on this capital BF line. This length will be true length, so I am picking from here this length and going to mark on this. So that is the point 2 dash. Same way this 5 dash point, that will be on the line DH. So on this point I will pick this distance from the bottom, that will be on the DH, that is 5 dash. Now the 2 points are remaining, that is 3 dash and 4 dash. If you look at the figure, this 3 dash will be on the line B dash C dash, and this 4 dash will be on the line C dash D dash. Those two lines, if you look in the top view, this BC and CD, both are inclined lines. So if the lines are inclined to VP parallel to HP in the front view, those lines are not showing the true length. It means the distance of C dash to 3 dash is not true length. Same way the distance of C dash 4 dash in the front view is not the true length. So what we will do, as you see that in the top view CD and BC are showing the true length, so shift these 2 points in the top view. Normally what we have done in the case of section of solid. So same method what I am going to do, I am going to shift these points 3 dash 4 dash from front view to top view like this by projector, and in the top view those 2 points will cut this line, and this will be our point 3 dash and this will be our point 4 dash. Now if you look in the top view, this BC will be true length, so distance from C to 3 dash will be true length. Same way as CD is true length, so distance from C to 4 dash will be true length. So I am going to pick these 2 distances from the top view, not from the front view. That is the main important concept in this problem. So I have picked this distance C3 dash and C3 dash towards B. So C3 dash towards B in the upside also and in this figure also. So this point will be point 3. don't write that 3 dash, that will be 3, and this point will be also 3. Twice I will get 3 because BC will be twice there. Same way will be this D4 dash in the top view will be the true length, don't call that 4 dash, that will be actually 4 and 3. So, this D4 in the top view, that will be D4 in the top view will be the distance of D24 towards C. So, towards C I have marked this 4. Same way again I will repeat, this C3 will be this C3, capital C3, this small C3 will be capital C3, small C3 will be capital C3, and this small D4 will be capital D4 in the development. So, in this way I got all these points 1, 2, 3, again 3, 4, 5 and 1. C, B, C, D. C, D, A, B. Okay. And what I am going to do, this A, B, C, D, if you remember that 3, 4 will be coming on the 3, 4 will be coming on this development. So, I will open this flank this way, not in the second position. Instead of that, I will open it here and remove it from here. Now, look at this figure in the development. So, I will got C point twice. This is also 3 and that 4 will be on the CD. That is why I have shifted that to this side. So, that flank I have opened in the third position, because I want that this shape will be get attached with my figure. Now, if I join these points 1 to 2, then with the help of a straight line 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, then 4 to 5 and 5 to 1. And darken all these lines, lower part of the solid. So, this is the required development of this cut part of cube. I have opened, initially I have opened this flank here, just I have shifted to the third position because these 3 and 4 will be coming once. So, I want this will be attached with the figure, so that when we will fold this paper, we will get the cube of the same shape. So, this is one of the method, that is known as parallel line development method. This is parallel line development method. For cube. I hope you understand. This will be a very simple problem. Try to solve this in your notebook. Thank you very much.